Hello? 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 BZ here, looking that way for some reason. Welcome. Another new vlog. This is just the precursor to the waiting screen. So let's just do the waiting screen. I just want to make sure you're paying attention. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here with no fear. Let's go. On as long as I was on. Oh, that's not good. All right. So I explained a lot of things to you guys and none of it would have been on there. So let me start again so I can re-edit this and get rid of all the stuff I wasn't talking. It's BZ here. Welcome to the Neon Doom Room. It was my best work. Thank you, Mark. Yep. I was waiting for a zinger and I wasn't too sure which way that was going to go. So thank you, Mark. I actually really respect that. It was a good comment. Thank you very much. So yes, BZ here. Sorry about being silent this whole time. No one said anything until Mark jumped on and told me. But yes, welcome to the Neon Doom Room for the Doom Vlog, episode 12. The short and the short and the short of it is that this week I was really sick. Really sick, couldn't go to work, slept for 16 hours. It was a long, messy couple of days of not being well. I'm recovering now. I went to work Friday and here I am. Kind of well, but kind of not. And I thought I'd best be here to do the vlog. It's been a late start and I should press play on that. Yeah, Instagram, I didn't have an issue getting onto because I have a microphone attached, but I've had some issues with the computer this evening, so I lost a lot of stuff out of my scenes and out of my sources. That's okay. I got it all back eventually. It just took a lot of work to get there. In the meantime, though, yeah, we're here. We're clear now. We're here and clear now because I fixed my mic earlier. I thought I did anyway. Mark reckons that the silence was my best work, so that's always good to know. I will attempt next time, Mark, just for you, to do a mime version. It'll be maybe episode 15. No, I'll make it episode 20. When we hit 20, I'll do a mime episode, which will be all silent. I might even do it so that there's like, like the little, like, comment cards, like the dialogue cards that come up on the screen, and then my mouth will move but nothing will come out, and then more comment cards will come up on the screen. You might be interested in that one, and that way you won't hear my croaky voice. But in the meantime, though, we are going to try and speed along. There's a lot to talk about. I've got this stack here. I've got a crackling fire in the CRT TV down there, which is wonderful. I've got the heater going, so it feels like the house is heated by the TV fire. But we've got a stack of things to talk about here. We've got a stack of mail to go through as well. I've got one toy that I didn't open. Well, I don't think it's ever been opened. We're going to have a chat about that if I've got time as well. But I'm not going to linger here too much tonight. I've already talked for it feels like about 10-15 minutes without having any sound. But my voice is a bit strained at the moment. So it might go for an hour, might go for an hour and a half. Unsure. But thank you very much for joining me today. Let us get on with it. Let us be speedy. Roddy is here. You probably missed all that. Roddy, I'm going to welcome him again. He's always here, ever present, all-knowing, all-seeing, unjudgmental, a very fabulous person, a fabulous implement to have with me at all times. Like I said in the silence of my last non-microphone act, if I was in a bad situation, if I was in a dark alley, if I was being hunted by an alien predator, I would want Roddy by my side to document it because he's always been there for me. And look, he's working really well tonight too. He's focusing on me, which is good. So he's here, which is good. So thank you, Roddy. Great to see you. And I know he thinks it's great to see me too. But let's move on. Sorry, I'm going to cough. We're going to move on to the stack. But before we do, we were meant to do beer. And I'm trying to explain to you in the silence, in the black and white silence, I can't drink beer tonight. I can't function on beer. So we're drinking a Jarritos Guava. Jarritos Guava. I found it at Coles. And yeah, here we are. We're going to drink that instead. I came slightly prepared. I now have a bottle opener with a peg attached so I don't lose it, attached to my computer. We're going to crack this open and drink it in place of a beer. I have lots of beers in the fridge, so next time when I'm well, we can do that. Oh, don't knock the stack over. There's the lid. Let's throw it over my shoulder. And did not get it in the bin. That's okay. Maybe next time. Had a pretty good track record with throwing those in the bin. Okay, we've got our This Is the Way glass. We've got our Guava Jarritos. We're not going to pour it over the keyboard. Mark knows what happened last time, and a few of you do as well. We're going to pour it straight into Mando. Look at the non-existent head on that guava. But welcome, Mark, and welcome to anyone else who's watching. I think we had 2 live viewers just before. So welcome to ye. Should recycle that page, shouldn't I? Now, the other thing is we won't have any news tonight. I have had my ear to the ground. There are a few things I wanted to talk about, but I just can't do it tonight. So I'm not doing it. We're going to keep it lean and mean and keen. We are going to just focus on physical media and maybe some physical media and possibly, as an afterthought, maybe even some physical media. But let's try this guava. Can't smell very much because of my nose at the moment, but and by the way, did you like my thumbnail? Now that you can hear me, do you like the thumbnail for the Dooom vlog? Because that thumbnail was a bit of a challenge, to be honest. I had a few ideas I wanted to do with that one. Wanted to put my face in it this time because a lot of the kind of AI slop, as somebody wrote in my comments once, AI slop. Not that I actually have any AI in most of my videos, but the AI slop that people were saying in my comments, I thought, well, I'll mess around with some photos that I have and some of the previous AI sort of artistic stuff I was making, or the computer was making, and chuck a few different things in there to make it into a thumbnail. And I think it turned out great with all the ghouls and me being a ghoulish kind of person. So I'm quite happy with it. It did take me way too long, though. Oh, this is actually very nice. Very nice indeed. It's going down a treat with my sore throat. Okay. Let us get on with it. Now that we've had our non-beer beer, that isn't really even a beer at all, let's move on to reminding you all, or anybody who's watching, if you like what I'm doing, when I'm not rambling way too much, if you like what I'm doing, not enough werewolves. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Best one so far. Yeah, I need to be a bit more creative with my thumbnails. I get a bit lazy with them. In a way, I get lazy. I do a bit of research. I just put most of my effort into AI, which is not me doing much effort at all. But I need to change the way I make my thumbnails. So I need to be a bit more me inclusive. I think people just look at it and go, eh. So I'm trying a little bit more to make them more movie related, but you know. But thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. But anybody who is interested in what I do here at all, if you're interested in movies, physical media, you know, games, television, pop culture, music even, we've got a lot of music to talk about. I don't know how I'm going to cram everything in. Please go ahead and subscribe. Subscribing costs you nothing except your own time. And at the end of the day, it's something that benefits me. A little like, a subscription, a comment, a thumbs up, even a thumbs down. If you don't like my video, give it a thumbs down. It's all beneficial. It all tells YouTube someone at least is watching and has some kind of opinion about who I am as a creator. So please do go ahead and subscribe. And if you know someone that likes what I do more than maybe yourself, share it. Just share it with someone. All right, so we're going to move on to, what are we going to move on to? Can anyone guess? We're talking about physical media. Let's get physical media.
Let's get physical media. I want to get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. All right, that's a challenge. Let me hear your movies talk. I will. I've got them right here. Let's get them out. And let's go through them. All right. So just to remind you, because I said it all while it was silent, these are VHS, as you can tell. These are games. And they're here because I'm getting rid of them. So I might as well talk about them. I promised to do that last week and I didn't. Let's go through these first. These are VHS tapes I've had that I found, I was excited about, but I never talked about them. Sort of just chucked them in the shelf, went, oh, that'll go there, and this will go there, and then I'll put those under there because I've got no room. But I never talked about them. So I found them, was excited, never talked about them. First one is great. Let's talk about this one. Tango and Cash. Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. Now, I love both Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell, but if I had to pick one actor of those two to love more, I think it would be Kurt Russell. I don't know about you. I don't know if anyone's got an opinion over, let's do a versus. Sylvester Stallone versus Kurt Russell. I reckon people are going to be a bit divided maybe. People that love Sylvester Stallone more maybe, and Kurt Russell more, who knows. But Kurt Russell has been in a lot of John Carpenter's movies that I just really like him in. So, and I love Kurt Russell anyway. He's a great actor. He's been in a lot of good things. This was a great find. Hang on. Excuse me, what a terrible entertainer I am. This is a great movie. Look at this great splash on the back. This is such a cool movie, and the vehicle in this, like the badass vehicle at the end, is really cool as well. Very funny movie and fun movie. This is an era of movies that I really, really love. Obviously, you got Tango. No, wait a minute. I'm mixing them up. Tango is Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone is Cash, right? No. It's the other way around. Yeah, Kurt Russell all the way, Mark. All the way. Oh, it's the other way around. Tango is Sylvester Stallone. I swear that it was the other way around. I thought Cash because he was rich, like with this rich kind of playboy. I got it wrong. Ray Tango, Sylvester Stallone, and Gabe Cash, which is Kurt Russell, which is ironic, really, because it's kind of the other way around. Because Sylvester Stallone's character Tango is like a buttoned up, fancy tie wearing, fancy watches, nice shoes, a nice car. So you would think his name would be Cash, right? And Kurt Russell is Cash, but he's more kind of chill and a bit crazy, and he's kind of, I don't know how to explain him. He's just a little bit more of a fireball. You'd imagine him as Tango, because Tango is kind of a fiery dance, but it's the opposite. The names are opposite. Yeah, interesting. Never really thought of it until now. Either way, really, really good movie. And to be honest, I don't find movies like this. Oh, brought to you by Time Life. That's got to be a bit odd, right? Let's see if Roddy will focus. Look, it says brought to you by Time Life. I have the shakes. Sorry about that. Brought to you by Time Life. It's got the sticker over the top of the actual written words Tango and Cash. I can see it on the far side. Can you see there? TA, Tango. It's got no topper on it. It is mostly rewound though, so I should test that out at some stage. Yeah, I love Tango and Cash. In fact, I would say this is one of the movies that it's probably been the longest since I've seen. And I do not own this on DVD even. Not really easy to find on DVD, but I owned this on VHS tape back in the day. $3. You can see it's a bit expensive. I don't know where I got it from. I think it was another op shop besides Savers. Great find. Really good find. Really always happy to find anything odd. Actually, I got a funny feeling this was at a Vinnie's, and Vinnie's don't normally charge $3 for VHS tapes. I have this vague recollection. Either way, I saw this and I scooped it up, and I love, love, love this movie. Fantastic. So that's the first one. I want to do an episode where I talk about really odd VHS tapes. Not just odd as in like the odd movie, but the way they made, like the way they made the cover for it, or like special edition kind of stuff written on it. I want to do something like that at some stage. Don't want to cough. Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. This one is another one I've never talked about, but I've owned it for a while. I love this movie. It's a horror, but it's not a horror. Like it's not, well, I guess it is, but it's not a true horror. It's more of like a action horror, where you get a bit of comedy and a bit of action and smart one-liners and all that stuff. I guess it is a horror. It is a horror, definitely. Deep Rising. I don't know if anyone's seen Deep Rising. It's got Treat Williams and Famke Janssen in it, and some other people you can't read on the back because they cram all of the names onto the very bottom like that. No, Roddy can see. He's trying. It's a creature feature. That's the best way I can actually explain it. Is that it's about a luxury liner that goes out on its maiden journey. It's really fancy. It's like the rich and famous are on there, and it goes out in the middle of the ocean. I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but like basically they go on the maiden journey and they go out, and you hear from the captain and one of the investors talking about how they're going to scuttle the ship, like make it sink or make it break down so that they can claim the insurance because it cost them way too much money to make. And right when they're about to do that, something hits the ship. And then it keeps hitting it and knocking it, and all of the rich people are running everywhere. And then that's it. You don't hear anything else. And then you got Treat Williams and Famke Janssen. Was Famke the girl? I can't remember. It should tell me on the back, but it doesn't. Treat Williams. Maybe it's Anthony Heald. Maybe it is Famke Janssen. I don't know. But they go out to the boat because they're like these a crew of I don't know, mercenaries that are going to try and sort of rob it. And they get there and they find the boat deserted. Yeah, and it's got a creature in it. And the creature's cool. And the chase scenes between the creature and the people that are left on board is cool. This is a great movie. This is a really, really fun movie. And finding it on VHS, I own this on DVD. Finding this on VHS is just really great to find because you don't find this kind of thing out and about. Deep Rising, it's got no topper on it, but it is rewound. And the inside covers, I always liked how they cram this stuff on the inside. Some interesting movies. It's got the wedding singer, that's fun. It's got Deep Rising written there too. Whoop, don't want to knock that over. All right, so that was a good find. Love Deep Rising. If you ever get a chance to watch it, I mean, it's not cerebral horror. Like, it's not gonna make you think about the universe, but it is fun. It is a fun movie, and Treat Williams, I don't know if you know Treat Williams, but he's a really well-cast character in this movie because he's kind of a bit snarky and snide, but he's kind of fun as well. And the girl, I don't know if the girl is Famke Williams, Famke Janssen, because it doesn't, normally it tells you on the back who's who, but it doesn't tell me on this. And I don't remember the actors' names, but very good movie. Very fun, very good movie, and great to have it on VHS. Here's a pile that I haven't looked at in an age. I shoved them under a shelf, didn't show anybody, and here we are. You remember number 1, Fortress 1? This is Fortress 2. And do you know what? I haven't seen this. Fortress 2 is re-entry. Christopher Lambert comes back for he reprises his role in Fortress 2. I really loved Fortress, the very first one. The case is jacked. And I think I checked the tape was okay. Oh, the tape cover has, like, the labels come off. But it's got a Columbia TriStar Home Video label on it. It's got all these fancy things. Can I put my hand there? There you go. Look at that. It's got all of the background stuff on it. I'll glue it back on. I don't know why it's Network Video. Network Video West Footscray. I'll glue it back on when I get a chance to. That's fine. Never watched, and it hasn't been rewound. Naughty, naughty. I've never watched Fortress 2. I probably should get around to it. I actually have 2 of them. I have this one in this horrible yellow case, which is actually torn, as you can see from the side there. But I also have it on VHS tape with no cover. Just, I think, a slip case with nothing on it. Or maybe it's got like a it's a double movie or something like that. Yeah, never seen it. Don't know much about it, but I love the first Fortress movie. It's really seminal for me. An era of watching movies where I kind of was just like, give me more, give me more, give me more movies. And they had these like neck restraints on. I think they can blow the head off. And then they've got these, the prison that he goes into has these robots that go around the ceiling. They're all connected so they can track anybody. And the reason why he goes to prison is he lives in a world where you can't have children. You're not allowed to have children without consent from the government or something. And his wife is pregnant, and then he ends up going to jail. And he's trying to escape to Mexico where there's no laws, but gets busted. Yeah, so I don't know much about this one. It does say on the back, years ago, John Brennick did the impossible. He escaped from the maximum security prison known as the Fortress, but the Mentel Corporation have finally tracked down and recaptured their most wanted fugitive, and Brennick's fight for freedom is about to begin again on a state-of-the-art prison orbiting 26,000 miles above the Earth. So it's, that's why it's called Re-Entry. It's in space. Christopher Lambert, star of Highlander and Mortal Kombat, returns to one of his most popular roles in this explosive and long-awaited sequel to the hit sci-fi thriller Fortress. Now that I've read that properly, I think I might try and watch that soon. All right. Has anyone seen Fortress? Maybe you can let me know. Mark might have seen Fortress. Have you seen Fortress, Mark? And if you did you like it? Do you even like Christopher Lambert? That's my question to you, Mr. Marc McBride. And anyone else. Do you like Christopher Lambert? I actually really think he's cool. I've got a few of his movies on VHS down there, including one I haven't seen called Nirvana. But he's been in a lot. He was in a good movie called Night Moves. It was like he was in a lot of movies that were like borderline sleazy, but he plays a chess champion, and it's a thriller. He's a chess champion, and then I can't really remember much about it, but somebody's getting killed. He's being maybe pinned as the possible murderer, and then he's got to figure out who the murderer is while he's having this torrid love affair with someone as well before they get him. Yeah, it's called Night Moves. Good movie. I've got it up there on DVD somewhere. I actually like Highlander 2. Highlander 2 is not a good movie. I will agree with you, Mark, on that. It is not a good movie. It's got Michael Ironside in it. You remember? Michael Ironside? I actually watched it not that long ago. It would have been under a year ago. I have it on both VHS and on DVD. But I liked the premise. They did a very bad job of it. And if you can find some way to shut off a little bit of that part of your brain that just goes, what utter trash, it's enjoyable. You just gotta suspend all your disbelief. Yeah, it's very, very bad. It is. I agree with you. But the thing is, right, there's a part of me, I grew up watching a lot of very, very bad movies. And even then, some of those movies to me were like, this is very, very bad. Even back then, VHS days, it was like, this is bad, but I would watch it. I mean, look at half of Troma's movies. I know that Troma's one of my favorite movie companies, but a lot of their movies were really, really bad even back then. And now they're really, really cool. But I still love them. I love them. And yes, Fortress 2. Highlander 2 is not a good movie, but I still love it for being Highlander 2. And nothing beats number 1. Highlander 1 is the best. It is the best. I don't even like the TV series they tried to make. But Highlander 2, I like just on its own, for its own reasons, and I don't really want to link it to anything else, but I like the premise. It just was really badly made. The next VHS we're going to talk about is a movie I have not seen for a very long time. It's actually executive produced by Quentin Tarantino. Gosh, I can't talk. It's not Reservoir Dogs, it's not Pulp Fiction, but it is a movie. It's quite divisive, a bit shocking. It's got Eric Stoltz, John Hughes, what's his name? Anglade, and Julie Delpy. Can you guess which movie it is? It starts with the word killing. Killing what, though? Killing what? I reckon Mark would know this one. I remember watching this a long time ago. I can't remember why, because it's been years and years and years, but I remember watching this movie and going, holy shit. Holy shit. Killing. Can you guess from this one? You should be able to guess by this cover. Quentin Tarantino. Killing Zoe. Do you know what luck I must have to find Killing Zoe? Roger Avery. Killing Zoe on VHS. It's an R-rated movie for many reasons. Now, I can't remember all of this movie. I just remember some of the shocking bits. And it's very violent. And there's some sexual stuff in there as well. And it was a very confronting movie for many people. And a lot of people thought this was utter trash when it came out. Disgusting trash. This is a cool movie to find. And I found this in an op shop. Where's the sticker? There you go. Just in case nobody believes me that I found it in an op shop, there's the sticker. 50 cents, man. And look at the place it came from. Little Monster Video. Gary Kemp from Spandau Ballet. Gary Kemp. Because this has a lot of people in it. Like, a lot. Not everybody you'll know, but this has a lot of background people in it too. But Eric Stoltz, though, he was on fire back then. He was on fire back then. I mean, Eric Stoltz has been in a few of Quentin Tarantino's movies, hasn't he? Anyway, this was a great find. I think I've even opened it, to be honest. Let's open it. Ooh, what's this? Oh, the labels come off of it. This is how old it is. It's got gold filigree. Everyone else is French. It's got that. That's the topper. It's come off. It does have a customer warning. Universal Video, Berkeley Street, Footscray. You been there? Little Monster Video, Mark. Footscray. But look at the beautiful. You can't. Can you see the glinting gold on here? Roddy won't like it. Let's. It's got shiny gold. I don't know if you'll be able to focus on the shiny gold, but it is very shiny. Oh, look, that's coming off too. I'm going to have to glue some of these on. Some of these are very, very old. R-rated. Is it subtitled, though? I can't remember, Mark. I can't remember if it was subtitled. It has been a long time. I got a funny feeling it was subtitled. Is it? This won't tell me. 96 minutes, though. Bro, 96 minutes is nothing. 96 minutes. That's like an hour and a half. Just over an hour and a half. I can't remember. I don't have this on DVD. I don't have Killing Zoe on DVD, or do I? No, I don't think I do. But it has been a long time since I've seen this. But that's a short movie. We go in, we get what we want, and we get out. And it doesn't work out like that. Shit goes sideways, as they say. But that was a good find. 50 cents, bro. 50 cents, my brother. Brothers and sisters. Here's another one I found in an op shop that I never would have expected to find, because horrors are expensive on VHS. Only 1 out of 2 scenes. Oh, okay. 1 out of 2 scenes. So it's mostly in French, and then there's some English. But look at this beautiful green case. It's beautiful green. Oh, you almost got a glimpse of it then. I found this in a op shop. And it is one of my favorite aliens. I got nothing against the Alien series. I think I'm more picky with Alien series when it comes to Prometheus and Covenant. Excuse me, because they are all dark. All Alien movies are dark. They got a little bit kind of not comic booky, but they got a bit something. Whereas Prometheus and Covenant are very dark, like a lot darker than I would like in an Alien movie, but they went in a different tangent. But here we found Alien Resurrection on VHS. That really doesn't happen to me. I don't find horror movies too much on VHS, especially popular ones. And it was 50 cents. In a green case, which is awesome. Now, the great thing about this movie, firstly, it's a bizarre movie. It's got some great actors in it, just as like cameos, as side actors. You have Ron Perlman. You have like a bunch of people in that mercenary crew that fly to the restricted space station, where they meet the regenerated alien Ripley. Wow, all my labels are coming off. This label's coming off too. I don't want to hold it too much. Is falling. This looks like a Blockbuster. There's no sticker on the front, but this label is coming off. See how it's coming off? I'm scared to lift it. It's got that old school Alien writing on it. It has a topper that's been written on it. And it's got a Blockbuster sticker, which will not come off. I'll leave that on, but I will have to re-glue that. And it has not been rewound. Very, very naughty. Very, very naughty. Yeah, and I don't like how the case, sorry, I have to stop to do this. The cover is sliding out, and I don't like that, so let's fix it. And the label's fallen out, yay. But I love this case, very cool. So I'll tell you a little story that may or may not be believed, but it is true. Before this movie came out, I was... oh, Gary Kemp plays the English gangster in Killing Zoe. Everyone else is French. Only one of two scenes. Director of Delicatessen. Oh, it is the director of Delicatessen. There's a movie that I would like to find on VHS. Is Delicatessen. I think I own it on DVD. Pretty sure I do. It gets a bit confusing at times. But yeah, I'd like to own that on VHS. Delicatessen, great movies. Some great movies that I'd love to talk about that are from overseas that I've got here. Some really cool ones. But yeah, the interesting story I've got to tell you is when I was younger, before this movie came out, but when it was just Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3, I'd seen Alien 3, and at that stage, I was working in the Sanitarium Health Food Factory in Cooranbong in New South Wales. I was working at the factory. It was the first job I got outside of school. I worked there for over 3 years. And when I was at the factory, I used to, in the baking kitchen or wherever I was working, I would come up with ideas for things. And I had a lot of time to think because I was like doing quality checks or manual working or whatever. I remember seeing Alien 3 where Ripley falls backwards into the lava, into the molten metal to kill the chest burst that was coming out of her chest. And I remember just thinking about it and kind of like going, oh, well, she's dead and that's the end of the Alien series and blah, blah, blah. And I remember coming up with this idea in my head, like, how would you bring Ripley back? How would you bring Ripley back? How is it possible that you could then continue the franchise? Now, keep in mind, this is before this came out. This didn't exist. And I was like, all right, so I played devil's advocate and I came up with an idea. And the idea was, what if somehow they got some of her DNA, someone got her DNA and someone cloned her. Somebody cloned her and she came back and then whatever happens, but she would have to then fight the aliens again. But I'm not lying to you. I came up with that before this. But mind you, the way they did that in this, obviously the DNA side did happen. I don't think it even really truly explains how it happened. I think maybe they got some hair or samples off of the prison station. But then I didn't think about all the other stuff. So all the other stuff about like cloning her multiple times, splicing her DNA and all that stuff. With aliens, I didn't come up with that. But I do remember coming up with the idea of using her DNA to bring her back. And I came up with that working in a factory. Bored out of my brain, pressing buttons and doing quality checks. And doing manual handling and stuff. Yeah, and I think I even wrote it down somewhere. I've got sketchbooks full of stuff like that. But there you go, interesting story. Came up with the idea before they came up with the idea, or maybe they already came up with the idea, who knows. But yeah, interesting story for about 2 seconds, and let's move on. Cool find though, for 50 cents in an op shop. Here's one on the opposite end of the spectrum. I think I've seen this, excuse me. I keep coughing. Oh, Retro Nostalgia, welcome. I'm going to wave to Retro Nostalgia. I'm sorry, you're catching all of this random talking Retro Nostalgia on Instagram, and me coughing in the background. My live stream is on YouTube over there. I will try to talk to you as well. So we're going to talk about Trekkies, and I'll show you the previous. Did I show Instagram? I can do two hands at once. There you go. Alien Resurrection on VHS in a beautiful green cover. Trekkies. Found this in an op shop. 50 cents, was it? Yeah, 50 cents. Roddy, can you see this little bubba? Yeah. It's it says a hilarious look at the universe's most fervent fans. It's a documentary. And it follows Trekkies at conventions. But for 50 cents, I had to pick it up. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it, to be honest, because it was quite some time ago. Yeah, so it's all about the fans. It's all about the fans that dress up in cosplay. It's got a good topper. It's got, what is it? Network Video. This wasn't from Monster Video, was it? No, Network Video is the place. It's been rewound, which is good. It's got a nice little front thing and a pretty cool little topper. And I think it almost has like a Blockbuster kind of stick on the top, but it's not Blockbuster, it's Network Video. Yeah, so that was not much to write home about. I'll probably get around to watching it at some stage. Trekkies, just a doco on Star Trek fans. Good one to have. There's one born every day. I didn't notice that until today. Roddy will pick that up, won't he? Come on, you can pick that up, Roddy. Come on. Come on, mate. Oh, come on. You can. There's one born every day. Let's move on. I got this one as well. As you can tell by the beginning of my videos, we do have parental advisory explicit lyrics, like a label on the front of my videos, and that's also what the name of this video is, which is, it says warning parental advisory. Warning parental advisory. Now, I don't think I've seen this, but I do remember it. It's got Jason Priestley, Mario Hemingway, Dee Snider's in it. Lois Charles, Deborah Yates, Tim Guinea, I don't know who that is, Griffin Dunn. Let's read what the back of it is. I had the worst lighting here for trying to read this way. Oh, there's Dee Snider. Oh, this is, I know what this is. This is, I remember what this is now. This is when Dee Snider got taken to court, isn't it? Something about his lyrics. His lyrics were about, they thought his lyrics were about cutting up bodies, but it was actually just, his lyrics were about his brother getting an operation or something and explaining his brother's operation. I can't remember. In 1986, Frank Zappa, John Denver, and Twisted Sister's Dee Snider, Twisted Sister, appeared together in front of a panel of US senators to defend the creative rights of musicians across America. Against them was the PMRC, the Parents Music Resource Center, a coalition of concerned senators' wives who wanted certain songs censored to protect children for what they felt were explicit lyrics. Starring Jason Priestley as lobbyist Charlie Burner, this is the crazy but true story of three musicians with nothing in common but determined to stand up in court to save rock and roll from the censors. With a fantastic cast including Mario Hemingway as PMRC leader Tipper Gore. Tipper Gore. And real-life Twisted Sister rocker Dee Snider playing himself. Parental advisory will have you laughing and singing in your seat. Yeah, I remember the story to this now. But I still haven't seen the movie, but I do know the story. It's got very basic top eye, and it's got the sideboard now. It has been rewound. Oh, I'm even more happy now to have that, because I actually thought it was something else. I thought it was about just general parental advisory censorship or something, but it makes more sense that it was related to Dee Snider, because I know that he went to court and he stood up against the PMRC. Just kind of saying you guys are like paranoid about what we're doing and we're not doing anything wrong. Cool. I'm even happier now that that's what I've got. I'm going to have to watch that. It looks cool. And I know guys on Instagram. That's going to be a fun watch. The last VHS tape, not the last media, but the last VHS tape that I'm bringing out that was underneath my shelf is what I heard someone talking about on YouTube recently. Excuse me. Somebody said this is Sylvester Stallone's best movie. I don't know if I believe that. Copland. I don't know. Do you think that Copland is Sylvester Stallone's best movie? Because I don't think it is. He's done a lot of really good movies. No one is above the law. I'm pretty sure from memory that it's related to bad cops, as in like crooked cops. It's got Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, which we love, Ray Liotta, which we love, and Robert De Niro, whom we love. And I'm pretty sure it has... Got bad lighting in here. In the city of New York, a crime is committed every 8 seconds. But across the river in New Jersey lies a quiet town called Garrison, where some of New York's finest return home. It's a place where the local sheriff wears the badge and the big city cops run the town. But the big city cops run the town. Garrison Sheriff Freddie Halfin, Sylvester Stallone, always dreamed of becoming one of them, but now he's discovering something that could force him to choose between protecting his idols and upholding the law. Boasting extraordinary ensemble cast, blah, 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 blah. Copland is a gripping police drama about a community of corrupt cops, there you go, and the local sheriff who is pushed by a big city internal affairs investigator to take them on. There you go, corrupt cops. I don't think it is the best Sylvester Stallone movie ever made. I think he's made plenty of other ones. But there you go. It's rewound. Good to have. I've actually resorted to putting my VHS tapes in boxes in the shed, to be honest, because I'm running out of room. I've got to prioritize DVDs at this point, but I don't want to get rid of them because they're so cool. One day I might expand. Who knows? All right, so we've done VHS tapes. Let's quickly go through this stack of Xbox games. What's that, Mark? It got great reviews because Sly was off the steroids and was a bit fat at the time. Yeah, look, I did hear that he wasn't in his prime. And maybe that makes him a better actor, possibly, in some ways, or maybe more believable. But I don't think it's his best. I just fail to believe that Copland was his best movie. All right, let's quickly go through these. These are going up on eBay soon. By the way, I will let you know that the second Knight Rider car that I got, I was showing those two bare metal Knight Rider cars. I actually went on eBay and I sold one of them because I got two and it's taking up space and I know they're worth something. Other people are trying to sell them for $300 each, which I thought was a bit steep. I sold mine for $100 and something. So that's gone out to the buyer today. It left today. For under $10 car, made a hefty profit. Rocky is his masterpiece. That's true. That is true. Though I'm not a huge boxing fan, so, Rocky doesn't sort of land with me all the time. I couldn't rewatch it all the time. Let's go through some Xbox games that are getting sold. So I want to go through them before they leave. Battlestar Galactica. This is original Xbox. I'm not going to open all up. Most of these have the manuals in them. The discs are mostly good. I'd say out of all of them, 90% of the discs are in really good condition and very clean, and a few of them have scratches. So I've got Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if anyone's a fan. See, I'll tell you the reason why I've got them, because you're probably quite curious. I collect a lot of consoles, and I was trying to collect not all the consoles, but quite a lot of them. So I've got PlayStation. I've got a lot of PlayStation ones, old and new. I've got Nintendo. I've got a few Nintendo ones. I've got I've got a few gaming systems, but I reached the point where I'm just not going to do Xbox because I don't have the room to even store it. I've got a bunch of I've got PlayStation 2, 3, and 4 all on one table here. And I've got like the Nintendo iPad, as I call it, which works fine, is great, but I don't need anything else. And I've got another Nintendo in the house, and the girls have a Nintendo, and then I just can't do anymore. I've got no room in here for all that stuff. So instead of waiting to buy an Xbox secondhand, I'm just not going to do it. I can't do it. I'm done now. Let's have a look at the next one. Xbox 360. These are mostly Xbox 360. Kane and Lynch 2. Dog Days. Yep, so I got that one. These are mostly good condition, so happy to have those, but they are going to get sold. Let's stack them over here. Grand Theft Auto 4 with the maps. The case is a bit janky. And some of these were like $3, like that's $3. Some were like $1. So that's got the maps. Pull the map out. It's got the map in it, so you can actually use the map to travel around. And even if I wanted to collect these, I just don't have the room for them. I just do not have the room for them, so a lot of stuff just has to go. Xbox 360 Classic, Saints Row 2. I think I have Saints Row 1 as well, somewhere maybe. In good condition. I'm not going to open them. I'm just going through them quickly. Project Gotham Racing, 4. That was $3 as well. I remember finding a stack of them in an op shop. Like maybe like 6 or 7 of them. And I just kind of bought them all. There's Saints Row, the first Saints Row. Saints Row. Fun games. But, you know, I got so many games here. I've got shelves and shelves of games. I've got mostly PlayStation. That's my thing. I'm a PlayStation boy. And down there I've got PlayStation 3. I've got PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, PSP, PS Vita. A lot of PlayStation 2 because that's my console. My first buy PlayStation 2 console is down there that I bought. I still have the box. So I was a PlayStation 2 boy for sure. And then we've got Wii U, which is what I call the Nintendo iPad. We've got a bunch of Wii U games over there as well. I'm not bragging or anything. It's just that, like, I've got a lot of stuff here, and movies are pretty much what I'm mostly interested in. Enchanted Arms. Fantasy games. Might be up your alley, Mark. You like fantasy stuff. Some really cool fantasy games out there. So I got that. The Walking Dead. This is the Telltale game series. So it's like a choose your own adventure kind of. Well, not choose your own adventure, but they give you the choices to go left or right, to punch, to hit, to spam the buttons, to try to get through this. But it's story-based. It's a story-based game. Yeah, The Walking Dead Game of the Year edition. Made by Telltale. First season. Plus 400 days. I don't know what these are all worth, but I'm pretty sure that I could easily get $100 or more for all of them. So, Ridge Racer 6. I remember really liking Ridge Racer back in the day. All right, look, I've got a lot of racing games. I don't need more. Plus, I don't have an Xbox, so no point in me keeping it. Got quite a few racing games. Need for Speed Shift. Like racing games. I used to be good at racing games, and I tried playing some racing games on my PlayStation 4, and boy, am I out of whack. I can't play those games anymore. I need to practice. Just got time to practice. Need for Speed Pro Street. Under the Classics banner. It's weird on eBay. I've been finding, looking up these to see what prices are. And some of these Classics games are selling for like, I don't mean this one, but particular ones that are under the Classics are selling for like $300, $400. I don't know why, because it might be one game for one thing and not another game for a similar game like Need for Speed. I don't know. Can make neither hide nor hair of why one costs more than the other. This case is janky, but I've got this one, Need for Speed Undercover. But the case is sheer broken. Every chase, every light takes you deeper. I've got that. We're nearly at the end. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I remember this one. I own this one on something, PlayStation or something. Or maybe Wii U even. Now, here's a classic. Duke Nukem Forever. I've actually got a magazine that has a whole article on this from back in the day. But I remember Duke Nukem. The original Duke Nukem. Anyone remember the original Duke Nukem? Oh, yeah. Yeah. He got a bit R-rated near the end. More fantasy. Fable 2. More fantasy, Mark. Who will you become? Beautiful artwork on the covers. We also have Fable 3 and Halo Reach. This is a double pack. Halo Reach and Fable 3 double pack. I think I paid $2 for it. There you go. $2. 2 Buckaroo Banzais. By the way, if you ever get a chance to watch Buckaroo Banzai, the movie, you should. It's very, very fun. And that's, as you can see, a double disc. Le double disc. It's in there. And comes with the manuals, which is really nice. Very heavy. Saints Row. The third. Strap it on. I don't know what that means. Sounds bad. This is a John Woo game. This might actually be worth something because I know John Woo games get expensive. He's made a few different games. Stranglehold. Remember when John Woo was making fast-paced action fighting movies? This is his game. And his character, the dynamics of his character in this game take a lot of effort because you can literally do crazy stuff like John Woo in his movies. Dodging and ducking and fighting and kicking and shooting. Dodging bullets and all that stuff. Nearly there. Horror movie. Sorry, not horror movie. Horror game. Dead Space. These are all Xbox 360 except for Battlestar Galactica, obviously. Second to last, we've got Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the tie-in game to the movie. It's obviously got the original stickers on it. It's pre-owned, but it used to be 2 for $50. Don't mind the Transformers movies. Yeah, don't know. I like the animations better, to be honest. And the last one, Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfighter. So there was 20 games. In fact, there was 21. So if you include the Xbox game, the original Xbox game, Battlestar Galactica, there's 21 games. Do you reckon I'll get $100 for them all? What do you reckon? I reckon if I need to look into it a little bit more. What's the date on that? Has that got a date on it? Something Boutique Games. Electronics Boutique Australia, trading in as EB Games. Wow, that would have been a long time ago. What's the date on this? 2007? Is that the real date? Seventh? Oh, what? 7th of the 15th of the 7th. That must be the date back to front. Preston. I like seeing the dates when I find receipts. Pretty sure that says the 7th, 15th of the 7th, 07, maybe? I don't know. You can make sense of it. See the date over on this side. Does it say 15th of the 7th, 07? I don't know. It's all back to front. It's frack the bunt. Anyway, it was good to see a receipt in a game. Let's take a step back in time. All right, well, thanks for that. I just wanted to show you all those games because I already took photos of them all, getting them ready to list them, and I just didn't because I'm too busy and I'm lazy, and I kind of honestly hate having to list things on eBay, even though they make things a bit easier now. But they do have new restrictions now that if you're not selling that much, you do have to package up and send everything out and then wait for them, the person to get them, say that they're happy with getting them before you get any of your money, which is not the way it used to work. It used to work that you wait for your money to arrive, to clear, so that you can prove that the person buying it is legit, and then you can send it off. But now they hold your money. They don't let you have your money. It just sits on hold until the person gets it. And you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs while you're waiting for eBay to let you have the money that you're meant to be using to send out the stuff that you're meant to be sending, which is ridiculous. All right. I really don't want to knock that stack over. All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot of other stuff to go through, though I do have a stack. What time is it? 3:06. I don't think I'm going to do it. Like I said, I have a sore throat. I don't feel great. I'm not going to go through a million trillion different things. I'm going to edit this video, though, a little bit later to get rid of the silence for about 5-10 minutes at the beginning. But I do want to show you one toy. And show you one toy before we move on to mail. But we've already checked. But let's just make sure
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I know you can hear me now. I know you can hear me now. Let's get the toy out that I was going to show you last time. But I want to show you something else too. Let me see if I can find it. This funny meme that I saw. Oh, I think it's this one. Star Wars shows lately. Andor, someone will die. Skeleton crew of fun. I thought that was so funny. Anyway, I lifted that straight off of Instagram somewhere, so it doesn't belong to me. That's just a meme. I don't care who it belongs to. Just thought it was funny. I thought I was going to show you guys something else, but I couldn't get a bunch of stuff to load tonight, so I don't think I have it. No, I don't think I have it. Nope, don't have it. All right, that's fine. Let's get this little toy thing that I got. It's over here. I just stepped on my drink lid that I threw. Let's get this character out of here so I can show it to you. Oh, all my DVDs are falling over. I found this at, I don't know where I found it at. I think I found it at maybe JB Hi-Fi. I was just wandering through one day bored, waiting for a kid or something, one of my kids to do something, and I found this. I had to pick it up. I would have loved to find the original Ash. Army of Darkness. Evil Ash. I mean, look, I was planning on collecting Evil Dead toys. We're talking about early 2000s. And when they were more affordable. And I was like, oh, no, I'll get around to it later. And do you know how much Evil Dead toys are from back in the day? Now, you cannot get anything from under like $150 for one like old toy. And if you want the bigger ones, if you want the bigger toys that are like dressed, that have actual cloth clothes, not plastic, like cloth pants, cloth top, all that stuff, man, hundreds of dollars. And I kick myself constantly for the things that I turned down, that I was like, oh, I'll get around to it eventually, because now they're way out of my league. I'll give you another toy that is way out of my league that I remember picking up in Minotaur, Mark. I was in Minotaur when it was in Elizabeth Street. And back then I was spending a lot of money on toys because I was working in the film industry. I had the money and I picked it up and I put it down, and it wasn't even expensive. It was like $20 toy, 20 bucks. It was like one of their cinema kind of renditions, like they have horror ones that are just like one character from one from each horror movie. This one was the stuntman Mike from Death Proof, on card with his jacket, looking cool, and I was like, that's cool, and I put it back. And I kept going up to it every time I was in mine, so I'm going, oh, I'll get around to it. Do you know how much that toy is worth now? Go on, do a bit of homework. Go on eBay and type in Stuntman Mike. I think it might have been a NECA figure. I don't remember now, to be honest. Stuntman Mike figurine. Type it in and see how much that toy is worth now. I don't think you'll get that toy. First of all, you barely see it anywhere. People are holding on to it. Secondly, if you do find it, be prepared to pay $400 to $500 just for that toy. It is so expensive. Kick myself constantly about things I turn down. But yes, this is Evil Ash. This is Evil Ash from Army of Darkness. And I'll tell you something else about Army of Darkness. I love the Army of Darkness poster. The original poster, where he's standing there and the girl's at his feet and all of the skeletons are behind, and it's like an old Monster Mash poster. I love that. But you know what? I don't think I've ever seen that poster as the cover art of a DVD or Blu-ray. They've got this stupid cover. I don't think I have that here because I've only got 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, but I won't buy the Blu-ray. And the only reason I won't buy the Blu-ray is I hate the cover. I just hate it. I haven't taken it out of the box. Most of my toys don't come out of the box, Mark. Most toys don't come out of the box. I got a King Kong figurine from Peter Jackson's King Kong that hasn't left its cover, and now that thing's like worth $150. I should have bought more of them, but I only bought one back in the day. No, I don't take them out of the box and make zombie noises. Very cool. And there's Ash. You can see the other variant of Ash. Very funny. But yeah, the movie cover. See, I'm going to give you my opinion on something. Unless it's really cool, like what they make is really cool, I think that my old feeling of whatever the movie poster was for the movie when you go to see it at the movie cinema should be the cover of the DVD or Blu-ray or 4K or whatever. And if it isn't, it should be an option. I should be able to go out and buy Evil Dead Army of Darkness on Blu-ray with a reversible cover if I don't like the cover. Because I never liked the cover of Army of Darkness that they released. On DVD even. We're talking about, they never released this cover the way I wanted to. I think overseas you can get it. But here, no. So they re-released the Blu-ray and they put the same stupid cover on the Blu-ray. Watched Evil Dead recently, forgot how much of a coward Bruce Campbell's character is. The other guy is the hero. Brilliant movie, yeah. Have you watched the Ash versus Evil Dead? Great series. I mean, look, I've seen number 1. I actually own number 1. I need to buy season 2 and 3. I'm just going to put this back. And if I can find it quickly, I will show you. Sweet Lord, please be easy to find. There we go. I'll show you the cover of Army of Darkness that I hate. Ugh. Okay. Nice and warm in here with my crackling fire. This is the cover they put on, and this is an old DVD. I bought this new. I've had this forever. See, but they put the cover on the disc. That's what annoys the crap out of me. All right, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. This was the cover they released of Army of Darkness. I'm pretty sure I bought this exact DVD. This is one of my originals in like 2008, 2009. It's not terrible, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate the stylized picture of it. I hate the way he's standing. I hate that he's got his chainsaw and his shotgun in the air, and that evil Ash with his face all melted and stuff is on the top, and that like there's the army there. That's like really, it's like they did a really, really quick bad job of the cover. I hate it. I just hate it so much. That's what the front cover should look like, but the proper poster. And the thing is, they put that on the front, and this is what the Blu-ray looks like now, right now. The Blu-ray has this cover. I don't have the Blu-ray of it, but look, the disc has the right has the right thing on it. Come on, Roddy, you can focus. I know you can. That is the movie poster. When I went to the movies, that was the movie poster. That should be on the cover. Give me some of that sugar, baby. Look, see? Back, they've got it. Oops, sorry. Back, they've got it. That's the movie poster. How beautiful is that? And then they put the cover on as that. What a load of trash. Why not use the original poster art? No, I'm not being a purist. I'm not saying you can't have other covers. I'm not. But if you're going to change the original artwork on a cover, if you're going to say we're going to design a new cover for it, give people the option to flip the cover over and have the actual other cover art on the inside. Give people 2 options, because that is trash. I'm sorry. If you love it, I'm really happy for you. It's not a personal attack on you as an individual, but if you like that, good on you. I'm very pleased for you, and I'm not being a smartass, but I hate it. I hate that, and it doesn't look like anything. Hasn't got his face in the frame. You know, it's just way too stylized, way too minimal. They've got like half of this is like really bad footage turned into a photo. You got the logo, which is fine at the top, and then you just got this trash in the center. And then on the back, that's where you get it. You get it on the back. Fun movie. Oh, too right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark. But yeah, man, when I saw the Army of Darkness disc, man, I barely played this, and it's got smudges all over it. I think I played it twice. You won't be able to see that. But look, even the inside, man, it just breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. See, look, I just noticed behind. That's the poster with a turned over car. So cool, and just wasted on the inside of the cover. Yeah, look, I just think you should have the option. You know, I think all movie posters, whatever the movie poster that's been released for the cinema, should be the main movie cover, and if it's not, it should be the secondary option. And you can stylize the crap out of it, I don't care. But if I would like the poster, if I think the poster's great, I should have that as my movie cover. I've got another person, Mr. Mulder. Hi, Mr. Mulder, 1983. And I'm showing YouTube, so I'm sort of neglecting you guys. Army of Darkness, which I don't know why Instagram always puts your camera in like mirror image, so you can't read the words. Don't know why. But yeah, we're just talking about Army of Darkness having a shit cover, basically. And look, there's the good cover on the back. That's what the movie poster looked like. And that's what this piece of crap looks like. And the Blu-ray too now. So yeah, I wanted to finish my collection of Evil Deads. No, look, I wouldn't say finish because there's more movies now, but classic Evil Deads. Got 1 and 2 now, but I just can't bring myself to buy number 3. I could print out and make my own cover, but who's got the time? It's not even the making the cover part, it's the formatting it to the right size to print out. I've had issues with that in the past too. Don't have time for it, don't have a printer, can't be bothered. Just wanted to explain that to you. Put it back. I have been tidying up in here a little bit. All right, let us go through the next bunch of mail. This is the continuation of... Way away from the microphone. This is a continuation of my JB Hi-Fi online purchase a while back. So we've already gone through, I think, 5. We've got open 5, well, 2 packages, 5 Blu-rays come out. And, or what was it, 4 Blu-rays and 1 DVD? I can't remember. Let's do mail. Let's do mail. I like mail. Welcome to mail. I'll cover the name off of it so you can't see. There's mail. I've circled it just to make sure I knew I hadn't opened it yet, so it's open now. It's open. So let's look. Giving myself away. Let's do mail. Let's have a look what's in here. Start throwing away these packages. They're taking up way too much room in here. Mark, you should come over one of these days, Mark. And I'm going to build a little mini couch in here out of wood. I've got some spare wood. I'm going to build a mini couch that fits 2 people, because I'm not the only person that should be spending time in here. Come over and watch a movie with me. Even a horror movie or something. Or something. All right, what do we got? First one we got. These are all new, obviously. Cool. All right. Let's do this one, because I don't know much about it. We all know that Bruce Willis is not doing too good at the minute. He's had serious memory problems. His family's there for him, which is wonderful. Demi Moore and all the extended family are all there for him. But yeah, I'm trying to keep up with his movies that I haven't seen yet. where I can. I can't go out and buy every Bruce Willis movie because he's done a lot of dud movies over the years. But I do like science fiction, as Mark knows as well. I do like science fiction. And this one looked very interesting to me. So I picked it up just because I just never got around to buying it, and I wanted to see what it was like. This is near the end. I believe this movie is getting closer to when he was having trouble remembering his lines. I remember reading an article about it somewhere. And it's Cosmic Sin on Blu-ray. Oops, got to remember to point it in the right direction. Roddy will focus if I make it worth his while. Cosmic Sin. He really is not liking to focus right now. Mark, have you seen Cosmic Sin? It's a big, broad kind of... Well, who's that? Frank Grillo's in it as well. I don't know much about it, to be honest. It's got something to do with... let me just read it back, because I have read it before. Something to do with like, I don't know, politics and stuff. After a mining crew on a far-off planet makes a disastrous first contact with an alien civilization, General Aaron Ryle, Frank Grillo, the leaders of Earth's alliance of governments debate if there can be peace between the us and them. Notorious war hero General James Ford, Bruce Willis, is called upon to lead a squad of elite soldiers to an alien-infested alien colony and find the coordinates of the invaders' home world in the hopes of launching a preemptive strike to end a war before it can begin. Yeah, so it's a bit of a doomed... Yeah, Fifth Element. I love Fifth Element. That's one of my favorite movies, actually. Multipass. He knows it's a multipass, honey. He knows it's a multipass. Just give him the multipass. Multipass. Yeah, Cosmic Sin. So it's the kind of movie where, you know, people make bad choices to try and stop something that may or may not happen, and it all goes to shit. Haven't seen it though. Just read a few reviews about it. Looks cool though. Science fiction. It's got to be better than some of the science fiction that's come out recently. So there you go. Sealed, obviously, because it's brand new. Next one. I love this movie. I love this movie. And movies of this era, movies like this movie I'm about to talk about, is what made me love movies when I was younger. Not made me love movies because I already love movies, but they really changed the darkness in movies, the violence in movies, and like the kind of the boundaries of what was right and what was wrong in movies really changed when I watch movies like this. And that is Predator 2. So movies like RoboCop, Predator 2, obviously first Predator, but this one specifically because of the urban nightmare. You know, there are lots. I couldn't give you a whole list off the top of my head, but movies like this that show the gritty, nasty kind of like suburban nightmare of people, like gangs and killing, and even like movies like Dark Angel, or what you know as I Come in Peace, have that same sort of feeling for me, where it's like gritty filmmaking. The cameras were probably okay, but not great. But the music and the score and just the fight sequences and the brutality, really cool. Yeah, this is a good movie. I kind of picked it up just because I wanted to see what it would look like on Blu-ray. Has quite a lot of people in it from other movies. Obviously, you've got Danny Glover, you've got Gary Busey, Ruben Blades, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton, man, Bill Paxton, the Joker all the way through. Robert Davi. It's got music by Alan Silvestri. Sorry, Instagram, I should show you Predator 2 on Blu-ray. One of my favorite Predator movies. Now, yeah, the Xenomorphs at the end, that's right. Do you know what always bugged me about the end of this movie? Is that when he goes down and gets in the ship and the ship takes off and it blasts off out of that tunnel, when you look at that ship, he climbs on top of it. It's quite large. It's large. It's a very large ship that he climbs on top of. And then when it blasts off and it takes off out of that tunnel, and then you see where it crashes at the end, or where it takes off at the end, or whatever, and they're walking out of the tunnel. The tunnel's tiny. Like the tunnel that they walk out of, that the ships come out of, is like about 4 times smaller than the ship. So it's got those big burn up marks going out of the tunnel, and then it's got them walking out of it and the big panning shot from the helicopter, and you look down on the tunnel. The tunnel's tiny. It's so tiny. You can never believe a ship that he climbed up on top of that was that large could fit out of that. It's just crazy. I don't know how anyone didn't pick up on that. Yeah, Predator 2, great movie. Kind of movie I would rewatch just because I love that grittiness. Like, you got that the gangs that are fighting in the street. There's just lawlessness. All the police there are like, they're almost like all of them SWAT, you know, and the ones that aren't SWAT act like SWAT, even if they're wearing like Danny Glover's character's like wearing his Hawaiian shirt and whatever. I just don't give a crap. Like, every building's full of guns. They're all fighting. That's why the Predator's there. And they've obviously got climate problems, so the city's really hot. Yeah, very cool. Cool movie. Glad to have that one on Blu-ray. I'm late to Blu-ray. I mean, I've been collecting Blu-ray for a long time, but I tend to just buy DVD because it's a lot better. Here's one. Mark, The Shining. Hi, I'm really happy. I'm just popping my head in to see if you need a cup of tea. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Didn't own this on Blu-ray. I do believe I have it on DVD somewhere in my vast collection. I did a loose count the other day, by the way, guys. Just loose, like, you know, in doing it in bulk, like going 20, 40, 60, like, because I knew how much you generally fit in each thing. And I think I'm roughly at over 2,000 DVDs. That's just DVDs. No, I don't think it's... Little pig, little pig. I think that's including Blu-ray, sorry, but not VHS tapes. So over 2,000 in this room. I have to count it properly. Because the thing is, you can count the physical cases, but if the physical case has 5 movies in it, I'm only counting how many physical cases I've got. I'm not counting how many movies I actually had. Always a point of contention. The Shining. I wanted to rewatch this. It's been years since I've watched it, but I want to rewatch it in a better format. And I follow the Cobwebs channel on YouTube. Mark, you should also, if you're not already, follow the Cobwebs channel. He likes classic cinema and horror and a bunch of other stuff. Really, really nice guy to watch. His name's Daniel. Yeah, there's a few docos, actually. There's a few docos out there, but that one, does that have the doco on it? Does this have it? This is a special edition, I think, or it's got special features. Commentary by Steadicam inventor operator Garrett Brown and historian John Baxter. Vivian Kubrick's documentary, that's the one you're talking about, The Making of The Shining, with optional commentary. So that was Vivian Kubrick's documentary. That's the one you're talking about. Kubrick's daughter, yeah. 3 mesmerizing new features, view from the overlook, crafting The Shining and the visions of Stanley Kubrick and Wendy Carlos composer. Yeah. I heard, what's her name? Blah, blah, blah. The wife in it. Her name is Shelley Duvall, I think. Jack Nicholson. Shelley Duvall. Yeah. I heard Shelley Duvall got treated really badly on The Shining. And I didn't know that until recently. Now I'm really curious as to why, because I heard about it, but I didn't know how she was treated, like why she was treated like that. But yeah, I need to find out now. Curiosity killed the cat. The Shining, a good one. These are all very cheap, by the way, when I got these. Very cheap. The only reason I bought these is they were on special, and then they went on special again, which reduced them even further. Here's one that I really want to have on Blu-ray, and I love the cover. This is how you do a cover right. I mean, always include a second cover. This is how you do a cover right. Look at that beautiful cover for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I have numerous Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, and Marc McBride himself has given me a few alternates as well. Yeah, rest in peace, Shelley. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a Tobe Hooper film. So the OG one, but Blu-ray. It is restricted. It does say high-level horror violence, but there is surprisingly very little blood and very little gore in this movie. It is mostly all implied and shock. But look at that cover. What a beautiful cover. When I open this, I am going to double check that there is maybe an alternate on the inside. They do that sometimes. But I love the colors. Look at the armadillo, dead armadillo. It just sets the scene. So beautiful. But once again, and it is Umbrella. We love Umbrella. Sorry, this side not. We love Umbrella for re-releasing things. if you don't follow Umbrella on any social media format or follow what's coming up, because there's some cool shit coming up. There's a New Zealand horror pack that's coming out in September. I definitely want to buy that. I did. It was on the last video. You probably saw it, Mark, and whoever else is watching. You probably saw it last week when I talked about it. They're releasing it in September, though. Kiwi Cult, I think it was called, from memory. But yeah, get on board with Umbrella. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. But if you want to watch Umbrella releases, go onto Broly. Mark and all of you guys out there, you would know that I previously recommended Tubi. Tubi is free. You just watch ads every once in a while. Not many, and they're not for very long. Similar to Tubi, Broly is free. You just sign up with an email, and all you do is you watch all of their releases that they've redistributed, but there's ads in them. That's all. So you can watch anything they've redistributed, such as this. Anything with their logo on it, you can watch for free on Broly. Doesn't cost you anything. It's just have to watch a few ads. So I've signed up to Broly again, and I would highly recommend that if you want to watch any Umbrella releases, and they've got some really cool ones, that you get on to Broly. So there's that one, and the last one, because I have 5, is one that I've been very curious to own. I have seen some of it. Not some of it. I've seen some segments of it watching YouTube. I don't like to watch too much that gives away stuff, but I watched a review about it, and I'm very, very curious. The Witch, what I used to call a Vivitch. The Witch, a New England fairy tale or folk tale. And it looks creepy and brutal and beautiful period piece. So not a lot I can say about this. I did watch a review on it, but I didn't want to watch too much about it because I wanted to experience it and have never owned it before. So here we go. We got The Witch, or the Vivitch, as I used to call it because I'm stupid. A New England fairy tale. Super cool, my friends. And you can always tell the Umbrella releases because when you hold the spines up, you can see the U with the umbrella. They've just done a new change to their logo and stuff as well. So a good collection. Let's have a look at the collection again when I've lined them all up properly. There you go. We've got more to come. This stack was quite large. I think I have close to 20. So we've done 5 before over the last 2 weeks, and this is another 5 by themselves. The Witch, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Shining, Predator 2, and Cosmic Sin. I'd call that a successful mail, wouldn't you? All right. I am starting to fall apart. What else do we have here? I don't think I've got much more left in me, to be honest. I don't know how long I've been going. This doesn't really tell me, does it? Does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. How long have I been going, Mark? Do you know? Do you know how long I've been going? This should be able to tell me how long I've been going. Surely. And it's raining outside. I don't know if you can hear it raining outside, but it is raining outside. All right, we've had so far 4 views in total and 2 current live viewers. So thank you very much for those that are sticking around. And I think I might actually just wind this down because my body is not liking me right now. I don't know if I've got much else to talk about. I've got a whole bunch of DVDs over there that I do want to talk about, but I kind of want to space them out. Oh, and I do not want to overdo it. Let me just quickly go through some cassettes. 140 minutes. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Thanks, Mark. 140 minutes. That's oh, really? It can't be 140 minutes. Really? 1:30? Didn't I start at 1:30? 140 minutes. That's 60 is 120. So over 2 hours. Wow, I'm braver than I thought. I'm going to just go through a couple of cassettes. Hang on. Oh, too many things stacked up. Let's move them. Put that onto the Blu-ray pile. Put those back on the ground where they were before. All right. And I don't want these anywhere near me. They're gonna trip me up. All right. Stack of cassettes. These I just never get to talk about. Wish you guys could see this roaring fire I've got going in my CRT. Whoa, please don't fall. CRT TV. Cassettes are a hard one because cassettes have become so valuable that finding them in the wild is very difficult. So many resellers are up at the crack of dawn. Oh, 1 hour and 40. Cool, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think I was going that long. But thank you for checking for me. Yeah, cassettes are a weird one because, honestly, I remember when they were worth nothing. There were people throwing them away. They weren't worth anything because everyone was going to CD. And I used to collect cassettes. Well, I used to buy them because I used to use them. And then they became a nothing. They became worth nothing. And now it's like you're fighting to... You can't even find them anywhere. People are up at the crack of dawn at op shops. By the time you get there, oh no, somebody came in this morning. They come every day or every second day and they clear us out. They're like selling for the same price as CDs now. $30 each, $20 each. It's crazy. In fact, I got into not an argument, with a guy on Instagram was posting this thing so stupid. It's like he found all these cassettes for free, right? In America, but he found all these cassettes for free, just dumped in their bin. A whole box of them. Some really cool ones too. Like most of them were really cool. And his thing as a content creator was, the next big thing. So he took them home. He's like, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. I'm like, oh my God, what's he going to do? Took all the cassettes out, got all the cases, took the backs off of them, took the cassette out, glued them all together into a square, and then put a light in them so they glowed from the inside out. And I was like, mate, I don't often get in people's comments, but I wrote, what a waste of retro. Like, I mean, do you know how much those things are worth? This is a crime against retro. And then his response was so crazily full on. He was telling me to mind my own business, and I kept the cassettes, so he kept the cassette, but he used it. I'm like, first and foremost, you have a comment section. You've got 20,000 followers, and you can't take a comment. I do truly believe it's a waste. Like, people are fighting to find these cassettes, and you're making a stupid lamp by hot gluing them all together to try and do something on Instagram. Anyway, I was also like, chill, bro, just chill. That's my point of view, and I still believe it. It's a waste. Anyway, shut up after that. So I've got these. They're not all super great, but I try to collect the ones I think I like. Eric Clapton. I think the prices... No, I didn't pay that for it. I found this one. Oh no, I did buy this one, but I didn't pay $10 for it. Eric Clapton, love Eric Clapton. Sting, didn't pay $10, but I didn't pay nothing for it. Oh, it's very glossy. What? Come on, Roddy. There we go. Sting, brand new day. I actually like this album. Make fun of me if you like. I like Sting. I found this one in an op shop. $1. Can't believe nobody found it. Charlie's Angels soundtrack with just the music, like the bands. And it was $1. Now that never really happens. I tend to find good cassettes. They're usually gone. But I found that one. Cool. Pink cover. I actually like that movie. I don't know if you liked Charlie's Angels, but I like Charlie's Angels. Struggling to speak now. I bought this one just because it looks interesting. Modern Love. It's got Olivia Newton-John, Elton John, Air Supply, Michael Jackson, America, Carpenters, F.R. David, whoever that is, Australian Crawl, Barry Manilow, Captain Tennille, Anne Murray, Dr. Hook, Boz Scaggs, I can't read that, Judy Collins, Paul Williams, Moving Pictures. It's a double cassette called Modern Love. The old double cassettes. where they glued them together and made a case around the outside. That was right. I think I paid $2 for that. Makes sense. 2 lots of $1 equals $2. I picked this up just because it looked interesting and because I went to Bali. Remember, Mark? We went to Bali. It's just the music of Bali. In one of those giant cassettes. And it's got a weird cassette that has nothing on it. Written on it. It's got all the Balinese stickers on it that says it came from Bali. In these weird giant cases. Do I have this in the right way? Maybe I don't have this in the right way. There we go. Yeah, goes in these giant cases. And that was $1. More Eric Clapton in one of these sleeves. Layla, great song. I reckon even Mark, you'd like Eric Clapton, yeah? You'd like Layla, anyway. It's a great song. Goes for like 10 minutes. I have very fond memories of listening to a lot of Eric Clapton when I was younger because I played a lot of guitar as well. He's a bit janky on one side, but it's in there, and I've played it on the cassette deck I've got over there. You won't see it, but just over there is a cassette I found dumped, and it's an amazing cassette player. No? You're not an Eric Clapton fan at all? This one might be worth something, or maybe not. Got it for $2. Marilyn Monroe, the songs. $2. Whoop, upside down. Yeah, I loved Eric Clapton. I had a best of or a greatest of Eric Clapton for a long time when I was younger, and I played that over and over and over again. Summer Lovers. This is... I don't know what this is. It just looks like maybe it's... Oh no, it's the original... Oh yeah, that's why I picked it up. It is the motion picture soundtrack. It's got... Come on. Show me. Show me who that is. It's got quite a lot of good albums, songs on it. It's got Depeche Mode, Chicago, Elton John, Basil, I don't know who that is, Michael Sambello, Tina Turner, Stephen Bishop. You might know this movie. It's a very small picture. I think it's got 2 girls, 1 guy. I can't remember. Looks like Daryl Hannah, maybe. Remember ever seen Summer Lovers? I think that's Daryl Hannah. I couldn't tell you who the guy was, and the girl looks vaguely familiar. But I got it because it's a soundtrack, but it's also got bands on it. I like soundtracks. Kate Sobrano, because it's from my era. Brave, and also because I don't see this kind of thing around very much. $1. These are the ones that don't fit into my cassette deck up there. Dr. Hook. Is there a doctor in the house? Yep, Dr. Hook's in the house. 99 cents. This one is a little bit more. VHS out of time. We're just going through my cassettes before I wind up. Dr. Hook. I'll give you a wave. Sonia Dada. Not a huge fan. Picked it up because I just don't see it out there. You don't treat me no good. 99 cents. I picked this one up because it's an oddity, and I think it might be worth something, and I got it for 50 cents. Maybe someone can tell me if you think on eBay it might be worth something, because I don't want it. I just want to get rid of it, but I thought it was cool. The soundtrack to Days of Our Lives on cassette. Come on, Roddy. He's like, nah, don't want to have anything. Look at that eye patch. Sweet mercy. The hit TV series Days of Our Lives, the love songs from Days of Our Lives. 28 memorable love songs. I hope that it's got the theme song to... Oh, it's actually got real bands. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Gloria Loring, Linda Ronstadt, Peebo Bryson, Roberta Flack, Sheena Easton, George Michael, Didn't expect that. I thought it was symphonic. Nat King Cole, Kenny Rogers, Righteous Brothers, The Furies, Roy Orbison, Ray Charles. Glenn Medeiros, I don't know who that is. Joe Cocker, The Cars, Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush. Whitesnake. Belinda Carlisle, Tammy Wynette, Patsy Cline, Ben E. King, Bilk, The Drifters, The Platters, and Bonnie Tyler. I thought it might have, you know, the theme song to The Days of Our Lives. But regardless, very interesting. Not my cup of tea, but maybe I'll get rid of it somehow. But there's some good singers on there. Just not my cup of tea. Maybe, though, Mark, this might be your cup of tea. Are you ready for this? 50 cents. This cassette. Check it out. Do you know when I get home from school, about an hour after I'd get home from school, Doctor Who would start. And I'd watch it. I didn't understand it at all when I was that age, but I liked it, and I liked that. Ooh, the beginning theme. Yeah, the music from Doctor Who. Another weird find that I wasn't expecting, and I just snagged it. 50 cents. Whoop, sorry, 50 cents. But really cool old tapes in there. BBC Records and all. Look at that. Look at the sticker on the cassette. That's old school, man. That's like the kind of stuff you get on cassettes from the Goonies. The Goon Show. Not the Goonies, the Goon Show, I should say. The Goon Show. Didn't they remix? Was that one of the most remixed theme songs? The Doctor Who one? Or maybe it was something else. I know Popcorn was really remixed. But really happy to have that. Simon & Garfunkel. Sounds of Silence. Original cassette. $1. I don't know why this was left behind. Orbital do a great version called Doctor. Oh, Orbital the band. Yeah. I think I recall actually now. Oh God, I can't play it on here. I'll get my video removed, but I might try to have a listen to that tonight. Simon & Garfunkel, $1. Wilson Phillips, Hold On. I like the song. I think this is just a single, actually. It is, yeah, cassette single. Just don't see cassettes out there, so I picked it up. Strangely enough, the singers from this band, now I've got to remember who they are. Two of them have famous singers, family members, like father. I think that's their fathers. I couldn't remember who they are. I remembered it not long ago. And the third person had no family in music. But two of them have two women have famous singer dads. I can't remember Wilson. It'll come to me eventually. But the reason why they started that band is they had obviously the backing of famous parents. Hooked on Swing. I remember when these used to be advertised on TV. Try the new album by Hooked On. It'd be Hooked On Symphony? Hooked on... I can't remember. Hooked on Classics, Hooked on Swing, Hooked on Symphony. There you go. Hooked on Classics. Found that one as well. This is like, I remember these. $1, I think. 50 cents for those. Found this one for sale in an op shop, but it just says mixed on one side and commitments on the other. I got it just because it had the commitments written on it. You can see me through the hole in the cassette. Hello, welcome back. Here's a good one. Did I pay that? I don't think I did pay that. I remember. Oh yeah, these two. I got them on special. The yellow sticker. This one doesn't have a price on it. I got 2 for $8. I think. Well, this says 8, but they were 2 for $8. Midnight Oil, Blue Sky Mining. I know it says 8 there, but it wasn't 8 for 1. It was 8 for 2 because I also got Aerosmith, and you never see bands like Aerosmith on cassette out there. Look at that cool artwork. I think, Mark, who was the artist that did that style? They were famous. That did the chrome, shiny skinned robots. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I don't want to do the research live. But yeah, 2 for $8. So I got these 2 for $8. Aerosmith, Just Push Play, and Midnight Oil, Blue Sky Mining. 2 for $8. And that's the last two. That's the last two I'm going to talk about. And my throat is really killing me, so I'm going to end it there, guys. It's not been, I don't think, the most riveting episode ever, and we lost about 10 minutes at the beginning where my microphone wasn't even working. Just standard here in the studio, in the Neon Doom room. But at least the camera is focusing on me this time, which is good. Same as last time, it seems to be better, pointing right in the middle with a better light on me. I want to thank you very much for being a part of this evening. And Mark, it's great to have you here for most of the night, having some back and forth. We've had a few people drop in tonight, which has been good. 6 views in total and 2 live throughout the whole night. So thank you very much, guys, for being there and being a part of it. I will wait for this once it's finished to upload, and then I will go ahead and edit out the choppy part at the beginning with no sound. That will make things a bit easier for people to not drop off. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. Just to remind you, if you are interested at all, go ahead and subscribe. A small subscription from you, or a like, or a comment, or even a share is a big deal for me. You know, I'm a content creator, and I put a lot of effort into making time for this, and sometimes it's more effort than what I get back, and that's fine. I do this pretty much for me anyway. But regardless of that, a small gesture from you makes a big difference. So go ahead, share it with a mate if you think somebody might like it. To the guys on Instagram Live, thank you for sticking around as well. Everything will be on replay, so you can be replay crew if you want to be replay crew. I'm completely fine with that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hate it or don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I don't mind if you give it a thumbs down. It's all interaction. If you got something to tell me, go ahead. Drop it in the comments. If you got some favorite movies or something you liked that you saw me pull out tonight on VHS, or some comments on DVD or Blu-ray covers and the way they should be, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I love it when people comment. I read all of them, and as long as there's not hundreds and hundreds, which I wouldn't mind, I'll be I'll replying to everybody's comment. So thanks, guys, very much for being here for me and with me, and have a good night. Thanks, Mark, for being here, and thank you to my other live viewer that stuck around for the whole night but didn't say anything. I appreciate you being there. On you, Mark. I hope you're well over there. I'm assuming you're either staying up late for no reason but to watch, or you're doing some work. So that's what I'm assuming. You're doing some work. Always plenty of work, hey? So have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Do stand by, though, for the next live stream. It'll be about 45 minutes to an hour where I do the last 3 episodes of Star Wars Tales of the Underworld. So if you haven't seen the first Tales of the Underworld live, I do have it there. I think it's either under live or under videos. Go ahead and jump on that. If you're watching this as a replay, I will actually tag that here. I'll put it here or here. There'll be 2 videos on the screen when I do the editing, and you'll see those. So if you want to watch something else after this, go ahead and hit one of those 2 videos. And have a good night, guys. Thank you very much. BZ in the Neon Doom room, getting another live out of the way. I didn't cough too much for the whole night, so at least I got through most of the night. And have a good one. Love you all. Oh, yeah, just to keep on par with everything I do every week, don't forget to creamy cupcakes. Oh, my God, that's a terrible one. I'm never going to do that one again. And enjoy your Ewoks. I gotta pre-plan these. I gotta write them out. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, and I gotta find my outro screen. Have a good night, guys. See you on the next live, and we'll talk about more physical media and more toys and more pop culture. You've been at the Neon Doom room. See you on the next one. Say good day to your mum for me. Good night.